precautions before they take custody of this person to transport.
But instead, they're loaded on a bus and sent wherever they want to go. So to be clear, the Border Patrol isn't itself involved, and I agree, in the criminal conspiracy, but they're handing the ball off to those that then commit the crime. But by us exposing this with video and documentation, now they're on notice, and so now they're informed. Of course, it's really the other way around. It's the Border Patrol and ICE that told us all this months ago and enabled us to expose the crime. So the Border Patrol is working, and I want to go to our guest and get his take on this. But briefly, Zach, I mean, to be clear, the Border Patrol is working to actually get the intel out to try to stop this criminal action. So this is just almost like a civil war going on in the government.
Well, it's actually the union representatives of the Border Patrol agents that are getting the information out. And that the agent himself, if he takes it upon himself, in circumstances regarding the condition of the aliens, they say that they're subject to criminal prosecution, which I've never heard of that. Some people in my organization say they've heard of it before, but I certainly haven't. And I was a union president at one time in McAllen, Texas.
Well, it's the persecution of whistleblowers that are exposing crime. I mean, if you're a Secret Service agent and catch Obama snorting cocaine, you have a duty to report that. But they call that treason now to report on crime. Unbelievable. I hope you can do 10, 15 minutes more with us, sir. I really appreciate your time. We've got Riding Shotgun with us, the filmmaker here, backtotheborder.com, who did the bombshell interview with you. Chris Burgard, other comments listening to this that you'd like to make, or other points or questions you think we should ask of Mr. Taylor here today?
Well, I think that, and Zach, please tell me if I'm wrong, but I think America needs to understand the pressure the rank-and-file Border Patrol agents are being put under. These men and women are the front line of defense, and their ability to do their job, from my perspective in the last 9 years, has been seriously degraded. Their training's been shortened. Their language skills, what they've been taught, that training's been degraded.
Isn't that meant to demoralize them and break a good agency?
Well, I don't know what it's meant to do, but it's working. The morale on the Border Patrol is not good. And why, and Zach may have more details than this, but from the folks I interviewed, why are Border Patrol agents in the Tucson sector, the most heavily trafficked sector on the border, why are they facing an ammunition shortage for practice rounds while DHS is buying up record numbers of ammunition? To me, that's just a disconnect.
You're right. It's over 2 billion rounds now. Mr. Taylor?
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing is that it's not a recent event. It started sometime in 2013 procurement cycle, and it's predicted or it's been reported to the agents here locally that it's going to extend into FY 2016. So we're talking about 3 years where they're not going to have the normal amount of ammunition. That can't be a coincidence. And it only affects Tucson sector. So what are they expecting to happen in Tucson sector that they want these people to be low on ammunition for? And traditionally, the Tucson sector is the busiest sector in the Border Patrol until this recent surge in the Rio Grande Valley. So all of this looks like it's laying the groundwork for some more things to happen.
Oh, yeah, Obama will probably make the Border Patrol turn their guns in next. I mean, sky's the limit. Why not? I'm going to talk to you guys during the break, see if you can do 15 more minutes with us. Callers on a bolo, I'm going to get to you. Thanks for holding. Third hour coming up. I mean, this is so real, folks. This is so over the top. I can't even believe it. Third hour coming up. Tell your friends and family to tune in.
The Genesis Communications Radio Network.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond Gusset Jeans. Made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond Gusset Jeans got it. Others don't.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Zach Taylor, chairman and border security expert, the National Association of Former Border Patrol Officers. He has a call coming in the next 10 minutes, so you may have to drop out any time. Quite frankly, Chris, who's the filmmaker, Burgard, is probably asking more important questions than I am. He just brought up a great point about the Border Patrol earlier. Other points, Chris, that you think we should raise for Mr. Taylor, or Mr. Taylor, other points that you think are central for the audience out there to know?
The ancillary is the administrative interference with the Border Patrol job that's been going on for about 6 years now. Yeah, that it's very real. They're messing with their pay. They're messing with how they do their job. They're withholding resources from, just a litany of things. Running
stings on them for crooked toenails that cost millions of dollars?
Not so much that. It's like when it's 114 degrees in the desert and they only give them air assets during the daytime. Well, when are the people going to cross? They're going to cross at the nighttime. At no time does the Border Patrol need air assets more than in the dark.
It's sabotage.
Well, what it is it's administrative interference with the mission. In other words, who's going to cross at 114 degrees in broad daylight? They're not. They're going to wait till dark. So they should put those birds up at sundark, not wristwatch dark.
Yeah, that'd be like not having police helicopters over L.A. at night.
Exactly. So the assets should not be focused in the daytime. It should be focused at night. And it's just the litany of the whole thing, like someone in Washington saying, oh, well, you need to go and be over in grid so-and-so tonight and stay there. Well, the agent on the ground knows that Border Patrol is a reactive organization. We don't do anything until they cross the border. So if he sends him, say, to grid 15, and the sensors and the telephone calls are coming out of grid 13, but he's been ordered to stay in 15, that's going to be a situation where nothing happened there, even though they had telephone calls and sensors go off because they weren't checked. So what happens is maybe 400 got away in grid 13, but there's no record of it.
Well, bottom line, sir, you know about the border. You're an expert on that. I know about who's given the political money, and I live here in Austin. The Mexican mafia has basically invested a lot of their money into films, into infrastructure, into everything, and they're giving money to the Democratic Party. And the word I've gotten from high-level people in the DEA...
Go, Alex.
I understand you got to go. Thank you so much. The word is that what they're doing here, and I want to come back and get our other guest take on this and let him go, Chris Burgard, is that they are basically telling the Border Patrol, go here, go there, so the packages can come across. And the cartel money has gotten so powerful now that it's actually influencing and infiltrating the government. And there's so much money off exploiting these immigrants, so much money off putting them on welfare and making them give money back to organized crime. I mean, it is just incredible. We're going to break in 1 minute, Chris, but I know you've just been covering the border for 9 years, but I've been watching the politics on it. Any comments on what I just said?
Well, in order for a criminal organization to be successful, you need to have political cover. So everything you're saying raises a lot of red flags with me. And going back to what Zach just said, it's not just helicopters. When an intelligence officer in the Border Patrol has his work phone taken away from him, how is he supposed to work his confidential informants? How is he supposed to do his job and know what's coming across the border? These things are happening today.
I want to hear about that from you. I'm going to give you the floor for about 10 minutes when we come back. Then we're going to phone calls. Chris, thank you so much. BackToTheBorder.com, BackToTheBorder.com. And all of you out there, when it comes out, can help put it in theaters locally, help show it to your Congress people. We can have a lot of success in the InfoWar fighting back. But this is all escalating very quickly. Chris Burgard's our guest. I'm Alex Jones, InfoWars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Dr. Edward Group. It took me 20 years of searching the globe to find the deposit of the highest purity iodine available. The new Survival Shield X2 is mined from 7,000 to 10,000 feet below the earth in pristine, environmentally clean conditions. The iodine crystals we use are extracted from an ancient 300 million plus year old deposit deep in the earth. It's the strongest nascent iodine on the market today. It delivers 650 micrograms per drop. Experience the new formula. Experience the ancient purity. Shield your family. Survival Shield X2. Available now at InfoWarsLife.com.
X2 from InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. Aging starts at the cellular level. When cells become toxic, they die early and aging sets in. In the past decade, we have witnessed unparalleled scientific discoveries. During that period, key patented compounds have focused on mitochondrial growth, nerve growth, and rejuvenation. But no one has put together a formula that focuses directly on brain health, nerve growth factors, and optimizing your cellular energy at the same time. We now have the synergistic solution, DNA Force, just one of the key compounds. BioPQQ is backed by major clinical studies and over 175 PubMed-listed published studies. You want the best that's out there at the lowest price anywhere? The ultimate value, cutting-edge, trailblazing game changer that also supports the InfoWar. Secure your DNA Force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. DNA Force from InfoWars Life. This is Alex Jones for InfoWarsLife.com. The latest in preparedness is now here. An electrically stabilized colloidal silver solution that can be added to both your home cabinet and preparedness pack alike. Concentrated to 30 parts per million in what has been dubbed the Survival Silver Solution. The new InfoWars Life Silver Bullet Colloidal Silver is the answer for you and your family. And it's entirely free of toxic artificial additives that are loaded into many products. The InfoWars Life Silver Bullet Silver is so powerful that it is concentrated into a 2-ounce bottle and is not recommended for extended continual use. This is not a low-grade formula. We are working with one of the top laboratory manufacturers in the United States to bring you the best form of colloidal silver using electrical processes within a base of deionized water for your preparedness storage or your home kitchen. Purchase your bottle of InfoWarsLife.com Silver Bullet Colloidal Silver today and find other amazing supplements at InfoWarsLife.com.
Crashing through the lies and disinformation. It's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
Chris Burgard, award-winning documentary filmmaker of the film Border, was showed to Congress back in 2007, is now making a new film, BackToTheBorder.com. We were down in Falfurrias, Texas, and interviewed the Vickers, the ranchers, who have all the photos of the dead children and piles of dead bodies. That's now hit national news via other media picking it up, which is fine with me. A lot of times we report something a month ago and then see basically the same report come out later by others. That's good. We just want the information to come out, ladies and gentlemen. And we are the new media at Infowars.com. Chris, getting back to you, other points that need to be made. You were getting into the political cover of the cartels, of the coyotes. Here in Austin, you know, we've seen city council people whose brothers get busted being coyotes and running all sorts of stuff. And it's really a gangsterism that permeates, and then the gangs kind of work under folks. And now they're trying to intimidate Hispanics, period, that if you don't get for ending the border and just merging with Latin America, as Latin America